In today's video, my friends, we'll be unboxing and setting up the Sony X80J. This is the entry-level 2021 Bravia model. Let's see whether it's any good. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. Just a quick note for disclosure, we have paid full retail value for this TV. We're not being asked to say anything good or bad about it, and links to the TV will be found in the description. So in previous videos, a number of people have been asking us to review some cheaper TVs, so that's why we've purchased this one. This comes in at £899, although it's available for an amazing $750 in the US, which is a crazy cheap price, and again it seems that the UK buyers get the raw end of the deal. Okay, so if you are going to be mounting this on a wall, then you don't need to worry about the legs, but the legs that you do get with this TV are actually surprisingly robust and they feel very well made and good quality. Another feature which I immediately loved about this TV is that you do get two options for leg position. So if you have got a fairly narrow table, then you can adopt this central position, which I'm showing you here. Or if you wish, you can go for the wider option, which I think actually looks better. Okay, so let me pop it on the stand now and I can show you around the back of the TV. You do have a Visa mount on the back, which is a square mount, and it's 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. As you would expect, the whole of this TV is made from plastic and it's not too bad from the back. It's got this almost like doppel type effect to it and it looks pretty good. All of the inputs are on the side and you have 4 HDMI. None of these are HDMI 2.1. Again, you wouldn't expect that. And you do have EARC, so Enhanced Audio Return Channel with HDMI port C. Let's take off the minimal bits of plastic that are there and show you around the front. Now, again, the first thing that you're going to notice is that the bezel on this TV is just slightly bigger than what you probably would notice on the more expensive range. And there is also something else which, again, I just didn't quite like. In that bezel, it just feels almost a little bit loose. It's got quite a lot of play in it. Now, I know you're not going to be doing that all the time, but it was just a little bit cheaper feeling. The pack that you get with this Sony TV is fairly standard, everything that you would expect, but there is the addition of a new remote control, and this has a couple of extra buttons. This year you do get the addition of the YouTube button and also the Prime Video, as well as the Disney Plus. They've lost the Google Play button because now you've obviously just got Google TV. Now you do get the most minimal cable management system I've ever seen, and that's this. Wow, breathtaking. But I guess it does the job. Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, now this is where it's all completely new, the setup process, and obviously the fact that you're now getting Google TV instead of Android TV. So I've always been a big fan of Android TV, and I'll reserve my full judgment on Google TV until I do the review, which will come in the next few days. Okay, but the setup process is the big difference. Most of the setup process is now done with the Google Home app from your phone, and the setting up of the TV is then transferred across. You're not setting up the TV like you would do traditionally. You're doing it via the app, but it is a very seamless process. You do get to choose your streaming services that you're going to be using, and that will then have an effect on the recommendations that it provides you on your home screen. Once you've finished on the home app, you just need to set up things like the parental lock on the TV, and that again is very straightforward to do so. You'll then be asked to set up the ways in which you watch TV, and this is really everything that you've got plugged into your TV, whether it be your aerial for your digital channels or whether it be via a cable or satellite box and your PS5, for instance. But again, it's seamless and completely straightforward to do so. The final process will be installing the applications. That takes a couple of minutes, and then you'll be presented with your brand new Google TV home screen. My first impression of the interface was really good. I thought it looked smart, it looked modern, and everything that I needed it to show was there. It was very similar to Android TV, didn't notice that many differences. As you can see, you've got your applications at the bottom. You can watch TV via your aerial, or you can go straight to Netflix or any one of the apps. You've got the bar along the top, which you can then search for things, go to the things which are designed for you based on your previous recommendations via your watching history, and you've got things like movies, TV shows, and also applications, and then the library. So it's really easy to navigate. You get used to it very, very quickly, and I can't see it's going to be too much of a problem. If you've not experienced Sony TVs before, then I think the settings and the way that they change things within their menu options are some of the best on any TV. One is very easily laid out so you know what everything's doing, and when you do go into changing things like the picture, then it will tell you what each thing will do, and it will give you the information so that then you can choose whether you want that to change or not. And you can then make changes easily and put it back if there's a problem. So over the course of the next few days, I'll go in and I'll change and tweak the TV to get hopefully the best possible settings. And then when I do my full review of this TV, I'll let you know what those are so you can change them and see if they work for you as well. One thing that I really do like is the fact that these Sony TVs allow you to go in and change so much. You've got the black levels, the black adjust, you've got contrast enhancer. All of these things can be changed even on this entry-level Bravia. Now, whether that's going to make so much difference on the entry-level one or it's more designed to be used in conjunction with some of the more premium models, well, that's something which we'll be able to look at in our full review. It does also seem that more effort has been put into the sound level, and you've got acoustic auto calibration, which you choose whether your TV is wall mounted or table mounted, and then you run the auto calibration. This will send out a pulse which the actual remote control will listen to, and then it will make adjustments on the TV. It's measuring the acoustics of the room. Now again, whether that makes so much difference or not, I will let you know in the full review. Now I did want to just do a quick DSE or dirty screen effect test to see whether there was any obvious errors with this one, and it doesn't seem that it's too bad. One thing that I would expect, and you can see it on this definitely straight away, is that there is a little bit of evidence of DSE in the corners, the four extremes, and if I run the whites test, you can see those areas just a little bit clearer. There's a little bit of just off colorness in the corners, but again, you would expect that on a TV of this type. Okay, so now let me just give you an example of the type of picture that this TV will deliver, and I do have to say I am mightily impressed. It may just be a touch on the dark side out of the box, but again, we hopefully can tweak some of those settings when we actually look at this in a little bit more detail. But I have to say I'm really impressed with the natural colours and the vibrancy of them. It does look like a very well balanced picture. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and if we look at a bit of HDR content, then we're seeing similar as well. A nice, very straight out of the box, pretty good picture. I don't think anyone can really argue with that. So the things that we'll be looking at in the full review will be that is it worth buying this TV at this price point, waiting for it to go cheaper, or is it worth investing a little bit more and getting something a little bit more expensive? We'll be looking at how this deals with action, black levels and colours, and also whether there's any issue with motion. Do you get soap opera effect when watching certain things, and how does it perform in HDR? This does have Dolby Atmos, so again we'll put that to the test, and again that is a nice feature on this type of TV. But my initial impression straight out the box is that the picture is not bad. If you've got this TV or you've seen it, what's your thoughts about it? Let us know in the comments. And obviously we'll also look at just standard definition TV, because that's what a lot of people will be watching a lot of the time, and we'll put it through its paces, hooking it up to a PS5 and seeing whether this can be a gaming TV or is it one to avoid. Let me know what your thoughts are though in the comment section, and if this is a TV that you're considering purchasing, and in the next few days I'll link it on this video, the full review, and see how it gets on. But that's it, my friends. That is the first look and setup of the Sony X80 or X81J, the 2021 entry-level Bravia model from Sony this year.